Tryna spend the whole M on some clothes. Got up on this, I sold out the show. Gonna like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that wet on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Still ain't got time with you. If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. It's an Indian summer afternoon, perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. A big play there for the Dolphins. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
There we go. Stop right there. Stop right there. One day. Turbo. One day.
From the red zone now, Bradford fighting through pressure. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Parker, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
There we go. Stop right there. Stop right there. Check. One day.
A 2nd down throw for Bradford. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Avery Williamson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. Situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8-ball.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first down throw, Darnold. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here we go. One day. We got three, fellas. We got three. One day. Check.
Following the interception, Bradford. And the pressure gets to Bradford, and down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Turbo.
From the gun, Bradford. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, Bradford. Buying time to his left. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Bradford. Being chased out left. Gonna look deep for Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Herndon's got it complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And an alley to run. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be sterner with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Flush to his right. Caught here by Bell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Detroit!
On 1st down, Darnold. Flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
A give to Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. To throw is Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, Darnold eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even... With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he fires one, but incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about it on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal.
One day. One day.
To throw is Bradford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
There we go. Stop right there. Stop right there.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Here we go. One day. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54. Fight.
From the shotgun, it's Bradford. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bradford looking for the end zone. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
One day. Turbo. One day.
Throwing again. Bradford. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 38. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Watch it now, Barney!
He'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Darnold down to throw. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The give is to Bell. There's a nice move. Oh, now he bowls him over. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Lucky 56.
Third and long, it's Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. Two minutes to go here in the first half. On 4th down, the Jets turn things over to Lock Edwards to punt it. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go, Monday.
On second down, Bradford again. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
That is right. Here we go, 5-2. Here we go. Here we go, 5-2. Here we go.
Bradford. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here we go, Monday. Monday.
Now a second down throw for Bradford. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go, Monday. Monday. Monday.
Operating from the gun. Bradford dumping it off for Johnson. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Monday. Right there, 54, right there. 54 minus. Monday. Monday. Here we go, Monday.
Now a play fake here on first down. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Monday. Monday. Monday.
A second down throw for Bradford. He's going to look deep down the field, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Monday.
Again, it's Bradford. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Bradford now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bradford. His throw caught at about the 5. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. To the air again with Bradford. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal.
One day.
They'll throw again. Bradford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on first and 10. A final shot before the break. Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Ooh, with a juke. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Raekwon McMillan. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Got an open man, it's a noon one. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First target, first catch, and a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. On first and 10, Darnold. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Darnold on 1st down. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Bradford on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Bradford. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Thomas. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
All right, Brandon, Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in a game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
There we go. Stop right there. Stop right there.
Now Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
36.
Again, it's Johnson. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
There we go. Stop right there. Stop right there. Check. Lucky. One day. There we go. Stop right there. Stop right there.
Bradford on first down. And the pressure gets to Bradford, and down he goes. Darren Lee in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Bradford. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
One day.
Now a handoff for Drake. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 2nd down, Darnold. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Gun! Hey. 4 down.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Herndon's got it complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He completes it to Bryant. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Darnold. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Anderson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Again, it's Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, we got 3 down. Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Here we go, Monday.
On 2nd down, Bradford again. Going up top. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Monday. 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 Here we go, 5-2. Here we go, 5-5.
On 3rd down, Bradford. He's going to wind up and air it out. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On 1st down, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and now it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Jets on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's fielded at the 34. And still fighting. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
One day.
Throwing here, Bradford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
One day. One day.
A second down throw for Bradford. He's going to go for a big play. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He got 29 yards that time. Bradford now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Turbo. Turbo. Here we go. 5-2.
Working out of the gun, Bradford. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A screen to Bell. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Bradford, wow, he's going to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
One day. One day.
From the shotgun, it's Bradford. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2.
One day. Turbo.
From the gun, Bradford. Well, this is taken in. It's It's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now.